So Nixxiom gave World of Warcraft Shadowlands another chance. Let's see how his return to Shadowlands was like and if he's liking the game now or not.
Most of you all are aware, I stopped playing Shadowlands before the first patch ever even dropped. I think. I got to max level, did a few dungeons, had a little bit of fun, I admit, but I quickly went back to playing classic World of Warcraft and soon classic TBC, forgetting Shadowlands altogether. When I got a bit bored of TBC, I went to check out other games like Star Wars The Old Republic, Final Fantasy, and I even recently downloaded Lord of the Rings Online again.
Wow.
There's always that small inkling feeling in my heart, a desire to give Shadowlands another chance. Despite all the negativity around the expansion and the bad PR that Blizzard has as a company, World of Warcraft was just calling me home, as it does for many of us.
Yeah.
So recently, Shadowlands patch 9.2 has been released.
Like the thing about World of Warcraft for me is, and that's probably because when I was like younger and stuff, I even got into the game already and stuff. Like if you have been playing a game for so many years and then you don't play it anymore, then sometimes you miss it or you have like some old school memories. Like, oh, I remember back in the day a couple of years ago when I was like playing online with this one crazy friend of mine and what we experienced in game. Like the nostalgia was taking me also back. Like I sometimes also went to like other MMOs and was playing different stuff. I even returned at some point to ESO, but I didn't like it as much, unfortunately. So I quickly came back to World of Warcraft. Then, yeah. But I still play sometimes also other MMOs like Final Fantasy 14. I really love that as well. And yeah, World of Warcraft is a place I call home or something like that, right?
Released. And over on my Twitch stream, people were telling me that it was worth playing because, at least according to them, the patch was actually kind of decent. Now, being the gullible soul that I was skeptical, but I wanted to see what had become of World of Warcraft in my absence. Especially since I just made a video talking about should we give Shadowlands another chance. So this is my story, a story of me giving Shadowlands that other chance.
Should we give Dragonflight a chance?
Patch 9.2. But first, a word from our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN.
Of course, that can't be
In our
missing.
current age of ISPs selling data, big companies spying on our online doings, and cyber criminals hiding behind every half-sketchy URL, it
Holy
is all
shit.
the more necessary to have for ourselves a VPN service for our protection and privacy. And Surfshark is just that. A VPN service that allows us to be online with confidence. When in use, Surfshark encrypts our data, protecting our information.
You know what's like crazy about VPN? There are some countries they can't access so many web pages because they need VPN. Otherwise, it's impossible. Like for example, now Russia has limitations, China, and it's really tough in some countries to connect to some page. Like they don't even have freaking Facebook and stuff. And it's crazy. Twitter, I think is Twitter even available in like China or so? I'm not sure. I think Russia has it though, but in China, for example, you can't. So yeah, VPN can be useful for some people depending where you live, right?
Information from big companies and nefarious criminals online. It also hides our location by changing our IP address and allows us to set ourselves to different areas of the world with the click of a button, giving us access to content that normally we could not see. From getting early access to games, cheaper prices, unlocking libraries of content and streaming services from other countries, Surfshark allows us to take full control over our internet experience again. Guys, if you would like to check it out, click the link down below in the description and use my promo code Nixxiom to get 83% off your purchase and 3 extra months absolutely free. If you are somebody that values your online privacy, saving money, and just wants access to a more enjoyable online experience, then Surfshark is for you. When I first logged into patch 9.2, I was greeted to the familiar face of Nixxiom, my night elf death knight, handsome, beautiful, humble, just like me, and I had missed him dearly. But sentimentals aside, it was time for an adventure. It was time to brave Zereth Mortis, stop the jailer, kill Sylvanas, and...
You're not really killing her, though.
Actually, it seems I have to do 9.1 content first, so... yeah, hold that thought. So there I was, immediately thrown into this story that I had completely forgotten everything about. Anduin was now a discount version of Arthas, something about magical keys, this giant blue...
Discount version of Arthas. That was a good one. That was really a good one. No, but like seriously, I feel like a lot of people were actually annoyed at Death Knight and like discount version Arthurs. I wonder what they actually thought when they came up with the idea to turn Anduin into some sort of Death Knight. Like, did they try to bring back the memories of our Lich King Arthurs back in the day or something? Like, I wonder what Blizzard thought when they actually had this kind of idea. Like, it does sound cool in theory, but in practice it's like weird because Anduin is like the super good guy and he doesn't have like a reason why he becomes a Death Knight, really, right? Like, if you look at freaking Arthurs was really desperate. Like, he wanted to save his kingdom, like the kingdom of his father, basically, Lordaeron. And he was like pushed into a corner, you could say, because like so many undead were there. Then what happened at Stratholme and stuff, right? So he was like pushed into a corner and he looked for desperate measures. Like, what can he do? So he decided to pick up a cursed blade because with the hope this would give him power to actually get rid of the invasion and everything, right? And then he fell and became a very, very, like, he became the top villain of World of Warcraft, you could say, right? And with Anduin, like, his motives or the way he became a Death Knight, I think they made it not so exciting. He was only imprisoned by the freaking jailer, right? And then they decided to, oh, you know what? I give you this cursed blade and I will just use domination magic and turn you into some sort of Death Knight. Like, I think the background of Anduin, like how he became this Death Knight, that's what ruined it a lot. And yeah, by the way, guys, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more MMO content. Alright, let's continue this.
Of Arthas, something about magical keys. This giant blue bitch was getting stabbed in the chest,
Yeah.
and my viewers were scaring the
Basically.
shit out of me with loud as hell noises over on Twitch.
What?
Why are the angels blue?
What the heck?
Suddenly I was back in Ardenweald, the magical place where tree fairies and hippies go when they die.
Yeah,
And
I love
preventing an attack
this
by
song.
the jailer and Sylvanas, who wanted to steal the other blue lady's magical keys.
Hippie
After
zone.
killing several mobs, watching a cat fight, seeing this key also get stolen by Anduin, and after a little stealthing through the mall with a talking sassy robot, I had at last completed all of patch 9.1, and I was ready to enter into 9.2.
Zerath
Atop
Mortis.
the Shadowlands city hub, the greatest heroes of this expansion had assembled for the final assault against the jailer and his minions. A random blue guy, Gandalf, a fairy, Nosferatu,
What?
and Lady Vosh from Warcraft 3.
Nosferatu.
And together, using the power of friendship or something, we were able to open up the gateway to Zerath Mortis, which means that the jailer stealing all those keys and killing these people was kind of a complete waste of time because apparently he didn't need all the keys to open the... Anyway, maybe there's some lore...
You know what? Now that he points this out, you didn't need the keys because there are other ways to open it. So why did the jailer go through all this trouble? He could have done it another way too, right? Yo, I hope the Dragonflight story is going to be way better. Like, I have my hopes up for Dragonflight. I hope they have some really good writing for this.
Explanation that explains
Please.
all this better, but I was confused and I was a little bit lost. And I
Can
ain't
you
got
even
time
mess
for
up
that.
a dragon
I gotta
story,
check out
though?
this new content, man.
It's more
and I gotta
simple.
get me some gear. Zerath Mortis,
Yeah,
the
new zone.
place I had heard so much about. The rolling hills, the green trees, the tiny robot people, and oh my goodness, the ability to walk on water. Amazing, Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's just like you said. This truly was an experience I had never
like
had
you become
before as
Moses
Death
for a
Knight
moment
with
or
my
something.
Frost ability. But anyway, you know what else is amazing? Hitting that subscribe button and liking the video.
Yeah, please subscribe.
The zone was admittingly a very beautiful place with its waters and trees and random deer walking around everywhere. I enjoyed it.
Ooh, I love this
Especially how the
mode.
people in
I
this
do
zone
too.
made this weird musical language whenever they were clicked on. It felt very
Cool.
different. It felt very alien, you could say. And that was good because it's always strange to go to some other planet or alternate reality in some video game and everybody just speaks your language. You know what I mean? It's a +1 for immersion, Blizzard. Well done. Now, as I quested in Zerath Mortis, I quickly realized something, and that is just how weak I was compared to all the mobs in the zone. Having not played the game for so damn
Wow,
long,
he's
my
really
item
struggling.
level was terrible.
Did he not
meaning
do
that
keys?
Everything hit me like a truck, and I often found myself dying as I pulled more than a few mobs at a time. And you know what? I kind of liked that. The world felt
It's
a
like
little
classic.
bit more dangerous, and I couldn't just turn my brain off like how I was expecting. And as I got more gear, as I upgraded that item level, either by turning an anima or finding it in the open world, pieces of gear, the impact of that gear felt impactful.
Impactful.
I was
That's
also
nice.
surprised that this zone had unique pieces of gear as rewards for quests and stuff. Gear that, for example, allowed you to teleport forward a few paces to reach previously unreachable locations, or gear that increased your movement speed or something, and that was cool.
Yeah,
Although even
it's
after playing
special.
for a while, I didn't really find any other gear like this, which was a bit disappointing. I was hoping for more variety. Maybe there is
I mean, we
more
got
down the
sets
road. I
back.
don't
That's
know.
also good.
We'll see. But with the fact that the world felt a little dangerous, the zone was beautiful and creative, and I was getting gear that had unique abilities, I felt a feeling that I hadn't felt in a long time.
Yeah, I think that's like the pinnacle of Shadowlands. That's like the first time something is like really super exciting and cool about it. And I also think that the new desert zone dot there's also really, really nice, right? Like the green zone looks interesting, like with those runes kind of buildings, right? But the desert area gives me a bit of Voldun vibes, and I loved going through Voldun.
In a long time.
I remember unlocking the
Maybe.
Vulpera.
Am I actually having a little bit of fun?
Yeah.
I also did some dungeons in patch 9.2, some heroics that is, since my community told me that if I did some dungeons, it would reward decent gear so that I wouldn't be dying in 5 hits in the
Just
zone.
2 keys.
Now I
And then
admit
the vault,
that I did
the
find the
weekly one.
heroics to be a little damn easy. I mean, they were okay, but I guess I was just surprised at how fast we were blowing through them. And I guess it's just because people are so well geared nowadays, so that makes sense, but still, I got some gear and I had some fun, I guess. I mean, it was as much fun as you can have. I mean, it was piss easy. But all in all, it was a good time for me. But I didn't want to spend too much time doing old heroics, right? Because, you know, I'm sure you can understand. I wanted to check out the new content, not the old, if that makes sense. So
Renown
I went
27.
back to
Long way to go.
Admittingly, look, I didn't care one bit about the storyline and what was going on here. The jailer wants to rewrite reality or something. We gotta stop him, and to do so, it requires us to work with the local robot people so that we can get access to the giant magic soccer ball of creation in the center of the zone. And so I did just that. I did quests to kill those hostile robot people. I killed more robot people, and then I killed some bigger robot people for the robot people. What is it with World of Warcraft and having robots be the original constructs of God or whatever? I was able to unlock a console, though, after some questing, which gave me access to this tiny, adorable miniature soccer ball robot.
Soccer ball robot. Yeah, one logic here, that's something that he pointed out, and that's so confusing. You guys know the saying, what came first, the egg or the chicken, right? In order for an egg to exist, you need the chicken, basically, right? Now, how comes that robots exist before living beings out of flesh? Aren't the ones out of flesh, like the living beings, the ones that create the robots? So how comes the robots were before any living being, like any being out of flesh or whatever, stone? Like, okay, I get like stone people, like I get this with like the Titan Forge, with like the freaking earth and stuff like that. Like, sure, the first beings, if they were not out of flesh but of something elemental, like stone, fire, water, wind, like any of those elements, is no problem to me. Like, it's completely logical, right? But if you see that robots came before humans, or like living things, there's something really strange. Like, how was it again? Was it first the egg or the chicken, basically, right? It's kind of like that. That's so confusing, yo.
Which had the ability to detect cool items and little things out in the world. I don't really think that mattered, though, considering I still had an updated version of Zygor installed. Link in the description. But it was still neat having this little companion, nonetheless. Soon enough, I was unlocking new abilities for the zone via the new console, and I was earning gear from quests that made me feel, well, not so much like a piece of shit. Look at this fire effect, dude. I mean, I got it from my headpiece.
That's
that
nice.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think that looks great. It reminds me of WildStar. I even got a non-combat
Now that
pets,
he points
which
this
were a
out.
fine addition
There's
to
like
my
this
collection.
one character, right?
All in all, I did find patch 9.2 to be rather enjoyable so far, and it is something that I wouldn't mind to continue playing. However, this patch definitely had a bit of a sour taste to it for me. Regardless of how good a patch might be, the fact is, it's within the expansion of Shadowlands, and that just naturally makes me think of the weird storytelling of this expansion, the lack of effort, the drama behind the scenes at Blizzard during this day and age in World of Warcraft's history.
I think it
and
can
so
just
on.
get better, right?
I don't think I will properly dive back into modern WoW until the next expansion, World of Warcraft Dragonflight. But what do you guys think about that? In my mind, it's a fresh expansion, a fresh start, a fresh series of opportunities to fall in love with the game again, but
The concept is
I guess
nice.
we'll see what happens. Would I recommend checking out patch 9.2? Sure, why not? Give it a look, especially since we have
I think it's worth
Dragonflight
it.
around the corner. Gear up a little bit, get some more pets, some new mounts, run some old dungeons for nostalgia's sake, and get ready to travel to the Dragon Isles here very soon. And if you do not enjoy 9.2 and you just go back to playing Star Wars The Old Republic or Lord of the Rings Online or whatever, who cares? At least now you will be decently geared up and ready to go for the new adventure coming soon. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick story video of my experiences with 9.2. Maybe I'll make a video in the future talking about more of my Shadowlands experiences.
That would be nice.
If I decide to keep playing it, I'm thinking about it. But that's only if you guys want. Should I try raiding? Maybe I should get into PvP
Or
a little
classic,
bit for the
like,
final
yeah.
season. I'm taking suggestions. Do not forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a comment down below, even if it's just calling me handsome, as it does help the channel with the algorithm. And I will see you all soon with my next upload, or live over on Twitch. That's right.
See ya.
I'll see you guys soon.
That was interesting. I'm glad that he actually enjoyed Shadowlands and that his chance that he gave the game did not disappoint him and let him down. Because I think also like Zareth Mortis and the way like 9.2 went is definitely way better. And now with like 9.2.5 coming soon and cross-faction, I think this will make stuff even more exciting. Like I can't wait to do some keys with cross-faction. Like that would be so interesting. Like me on my Orc Hunter together with like some Night Elf Rogue or something. That would be very cool. A nice team. I can't wait for that. And yeah, I definitely think it's way better than 9.0 and 9.1. That was a bit strange. I feel like the storytelling, like I said earlier, this was like Death Knight Anduin. Like it wasn't so exciting and as hyped as like Arthur's because he didn't have like a motive, or there was like no reason for like why. Like it's just weird. He was literally just caught by the jailer in prison, and then he was given this and he was like changed. But if there was like something more dramatic behind it, like maybe Anduin, he was like desperate and he wanted to defeat the jailer and he actually broke free of the prison, then he ended up in this brand new zone. Like, you know how they should have written it? Okay, so Anduin gets captured by the jailer. Anduin escapes. Anduin ends up in some sort of wasteland in, I don't know, the mall, like so, some certain area there. Then he fights for his life and he's like in really desperate need and he feels like, oh, they're catching up to him, but he needs to stop the jailer. Then maybe some backstory comes with maybe his father or something, and then Anduin decides, I need a strong artifact or something. Then he hears like rumors about this one sword. And then he gets the sword because he wants to defeat the jailer, but the sword is actually cursed or something. I think that would have been a better story for how Anduin became a Death Knight or something, right? And not just, oh, he captures him, gives him the sword, he is it now. Like, that's so weird, right? But yeah, what do you guys think about 9.2? Are you guys happy with it? Do you guys enjoy the new zone, Zareth Mortis? Let me know in the comment section. This will also help out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.